Amul is business line's iconic changemaker for its transformation from a milk processor to a model that can transform an economy while taking along the farmer community and becoming a brand that is loved by consumers. A round of applause, ladies and
On behalf of 3.6 million women changemakers of Gujarat who own the Amul brand, it's a great honor and a privilege to accept this recognition. We saw the story, we heard the words which were spoken. But in 1946, when Hindu was about 77 years old, we started this journey. And with 2 village cooperative societies and 247 liters of milk, this is a journey which has crossed now more than 300 lakh liters of milk every day. 10 billion liters of milk, making us the 8th largest dairy company in the world. But more importantly, the strongest dairy brand in the world and the 2nd strongest food brand in the world. And this cooperative model actually, and we see this as a recognition not of Amul brand or the 3.6 billion farmers and so on. It is the recognition of the cooperative model, which has demonstrated that when people come together, and these are not the people who have everything in life, these are the marginal section of the society, the small farmers, the women milk producers. If they come together and form a cooperative, this is a cooperative which can not only change their lives, but also the destiny of a country and the pride which we all have in India being the largest producer of milk in the world, and cooperative showing a way of a model of development, not just of the dairy sector, but now through the new Ministry of Cooperation, several other sectors which cut across different categories, different products, but more importantly, with the single vision of transforming the country and unleashing the power of small and marginal sections of the society to make India earn a place which is bigger and brighter than what it is currently. So we would like to thank this business line group for this recognition. And now, since the Honorable Minister of Power and the Renewable Energy is there, and we heard Dr. Nirmala talk about how organizations are concerned about the planet. Sir, let me tell you the steps we are taking into strengthening the circular economy of the country, which will empower not just the producers, but also the planet. As you know, cow gives milk for 300 days in a year. That's the lactation cycle. But cow produces dung every day. And with the large number of cattle that we have started the process again through our cooperatives to collect the dung. From the dung, what you get is methane. And that becomes a biogas which can light a stove in the house of a farmer to run cars. And then what is left behind is also a biofertilizer which goes to the fields, and consumers like us can get food which is produced without chemical fertilizers. It solves so many problems in one shot. The farmer gets additional income from the dung the cow produces. We import a lot of fuel, we import a lot of fertilizers. So the import bill comes down. And more importantly, the consumers also get food without the chemical fertilizers. So it's a win-win situation. And what's more, the more the technology you adopt, from this methane, which is CH4, you can extract the hydrogen. And once you produce hydrogen, that is the cleanest form of energy. And this is what is the direction, sir, we are moving on to. We have already experimented with several of the projects, both the small scale and the large scale. And this will transform actually Amul not just from a food company or a dairy company into an energy company. And this is the collective might of the small farmers of Gujarat, of the farmers of India, into building what is called the energy security. And not only that, the Biofuel Alliance which Honorable Prime Minister announced is what will come into a reality. Honorable Prime Minister in the G20 also talked about the women-led development. And this is also a model which demonstrates the power of women in leading on to this. We talked about financial inclusion. Today, out of the 200 crore rupees which goes cash every day to the accounts of the farmers, 1/3 of that goes directly in the bank account of the women. So this is what is a journey which is all-encompassing, taking care of the social transformation, inclusiveness, employment, job opportunities, and more importantly, nutrition and Atmanirbharta for 1.4 billion people for a vital item like milk and dairy in our lives. And we would like to thank once again the Businessline Group for this recognition. And before I leave, you will see only two people at 5 o'clock every morning on the road. One is the newspaper walas and second is the doodh walas. And always remember that these are the two set of change makers who are working day in and out to make life good and interesting for all of us. Thank you so much.